best. Just haven't figured it out yet.
All right, guys, we soon going to talk about WrestleMania 42, the poster everybody's talking about, and the race of concerns of what's on the poster and why. But let's tune in more at the locker room, and it's going to be talked about here.
I'm tired of being humble. I'm tired of letting people think they got a chance. The tribal chief is head and shoulders above everybody.
Hey guys, it's Toxic Ring Scandal, aka KDH, Turnbull King the building. We'll talk about WrestleMania 42 poster has veterans and no future. You guys, let's tune in and talk about it. Now, as the poster we can see, we have Roman Reigns, Brock Lesnar, CM Punk, and Cody Rhodes, with Paul Heyman and Triple H, Paul Levesque. And the concerns is with the veterans being there. Look at the ages of the men that's in the poster. Brock Lesnar, 48, CM Punk, 47, Cody Rhodes, 40, and Roman Reigns, 40. So it's concerns of these guys. Most of these guys are either champion right now like Cody Rhodes, or they had their best run already like the other three men. They already had their run. Most of their careers behind them. They're not too far from retirement. Also concerned is Triple H. It said here in this post, Triple H, don't mind Triple H, he hates being center of attention. Now, word is that they're trying to make Triple H the Dana White of WWE, always being ass promotions, commercials, marketing, whatever involves WWE. But the thing about it is, with these four men, I get it. They all established future Hall of Famers, every last one of four of those men. Great competitors. I'm not going to take that away from them. The thing about it is, if you're trying to build WrestleMania, your number one event, the spectacle of all events of the year, especially after how WrestleMania 41 was garbage this year. We all can agree on that. How can you build around a new future and a new dynamic of WWE, and you're still trying to build around guys that are hot right now, or guys that are really a thing of the past? CM Punk already said that in an interview recently that he doesn't have that much more time left in his career. He's going to retire soon. Brock Lesnar, we know he comes by every so often. Same with Roman Reigns. He's a part-timer. So with these guys, you can't build no future around for these men. Now, we know John Cena's retiring this year in December of 2025. These guys are not too far behind. The only guy that could wrestle a little bit longer is Cody Rhodes, because he is the champion right now, but he's not going to be running. He's not the future either. He's just going to do things right now for the next maybe 3-4 years. Then it's going to be time for him to move on. Now, so that's the thing with the poster. Now, normally another concern is, I think WWE is using these big names like Brock Lesnar, Roman Reigns, CM Punk, Cody Rhodes to help really push WrestleMania 42, which will be in Las Vegas of April 2026, because WrestleMania 41 was such a failure. Not commercial failure. The numbers did great, but the event itself alongside the fans were so bad. They're trying to make up for it, and this time they're going to use all these big names, all these men, and trying to sell us on WrestleMania 42 is definitely going to be better than WrestleMania 41, but some fans are just not buying it, and I'm completely not all in yet either. I have to see more what's going to happen. I will say this, with these four men, from what I see in the commercial or vignette, I will say that the WWE Championship that's currently held by Cody Rhodes, there's rumors saying it's going to be a triple threat with Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar competing for that championship, but it's really going to be a fatal four-way. Not only will it be Cody Rhodes defending the WWE Undisputed title against Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns, but CM Punk will also be added to the mix. Expect a four-way when it comes to this, because we haven't had a four-way for a major championship, a world championship at WrestleMania since WrestleMania 2000. If you guys remember, in Anaheim, California, with every McMahon in every corner, when it was Triple H that was champion, The Rock, The Big Show, and Mick Foley. So maybe they're trying to rekindle that, because that was in 2000. That was 25, which will be 26 years prior to this WrestleMania. Maybe they're trying to do something big with that. That could be the case here. But either way, this post is definitely not good. The vignette's not good. I don't see no future in there. there's no future. And even though we don't have much of the future to talk about besides Braun Breaker, and maybe Bronson Reed, when it comes down to it, WWE doesn't have any leg to stand on when it comes to building a future for WWE. I don't think they have much of a future of anything because they're either going off star power, they're going off who's hot, who's the champion, who can draw money, who could they sell the most tickets off of. That's what it's come down to. And I believe with that being said, it's really not helping the case of WWE trying to build and trying to sell us on buying this big old market, trying to buy tickets for WrestleMania, marketing WrestleMania 42. So that's the thing about it. Now, Triple H, him being around people, I know people are also saying as far as he's concerned, Triple H is always on the advertisements or posters, commercials, and whatever it is to market WWE. They said Vince McMahon did it, but the only difference with Vince McMahon compared to Triple H today, Vince McMahon wrestled a little bit back in the day. We know that. Vince McMahon was, he wrestled even at his age. Triple H is not a wrestler anymore. He is a retired wrestler, and Vince McMahon, I know he won. I'm not saying Vince McMahon was the best wrestler in the world, but he was very active. And it was a major storyline Vince was around too. If you look at WrestleMania 2000, like I mentioned not so long ago, he was one of the McMahons in every corner, and he was actually the McMahon that screwed The Rock out of winning the WWE Championship from then champion Triple H. So he had a lot of physical involvement, not just him showing his face and being on posters of WrestleMania. Triple H, if they're trying to make him the Dana White of WWE and have him be the guy that's a promoter, that's not going to happen. There's only one Dana White. Triple H needs to stay in his lane and be Triple H, or should I say Paul Levesque. That's his real name. That's the name he really goes by. Doesn't even go by Triple H anymore because he's not an active wrestler anymore. And also, this shows me that with the vignette, we saw all four men competing in a game of poker with the chips and everything, staring at each other. CM Punk is currently competed for the vacant World Heavyweight Championship against Jey Uso at Saturday night's main event, November 1st. And it shows, too, that Jey Uso and CM Punk, even though they're going to fight for the title, it shows that even if CM Punk does defeat Jey Uso to win the World Heavyweight Champion, something tells me with this vignette, he's not going to be the World Heavyweight Champion heading to WrestleMania 42. He's going to have a transitional run, maybe transition the championship over to Braun Breaker or LA Knight even, or whoever the case may be. He's not going to be champion when it comes to WrestleMania. He's going to be competing for the WWE title. We know that's the title that CM Punk really wants. He always wanted. That's the same title that he held for 434 days when he won that championship back at Survivor Series 2011. But I will say, too, with that, out of two of these four men that's in this vignette, we can safely say for the 2026 Royal Rumble in Saudi Arabia, one of these two men are going to win the 2026 Royal Rumble for the men's division, and they're going to go to compete. Whoever wins, they're going to challenge for Cody Rhodes' WWE Undisputed Championship. And if I had to guess, my money on it right now is going to either be CM Punk or Roman Reigns. And if it's not the Royal Rumble, one of these two men wins to challenge for Cody's title, one of these two men are going to win the Men's Elimination Chamber. That is right after the Royal Rumble PLE in February. So I would say that's what's going on. There's a lot of teasers that's been shown already with this vignette. It's showing us that four men want one title. It's showing that CM Punk will not be with the world title. And it's showing that one of these four men will win the title opportunity with the Royal Rumble or Elimination Chamber win. So it's a little bit of a teaser here. Also, what I did notice with this poster as well, WrestleMania is not for another, 5.5, 6 months. It's in April. We in late October. Why are they putting a poster of WrestleMania 42 this early? Normally, we don't see the poster for WrestleMania until early next year around Royal Rumble time, which would be in January or maybe February around Elimination Chamber time. Why are we getting this even before Survivor Series, or right before Saturday night's main event for that matter? Why they never shown a poster this early besides the poster being shown of veterans on the cover? So they're really trying to market WrestleMania 42. Now, we know in WWE, when it comes to marketing things and doing heavy promotion and all the hype and everything in the world, normally that PLE is trash. And hopefully that lightning does not strike twice for 2 years in a row, and WrestleMania 42 becomes reminiscent of WrestleMania 41 that happened this year. So there's a lot of things telling in this poster. And Paul Heyman also is in this poster. Why is Paul Heyman in this poster? He already worked with Brock Lesnar. He already worked with Roman Reigns. He already worked with CM Punk. The only person he has not worked with, as far as him being a wise man advocate or even anything, is Cody Rhodes. Is that also telling us that maybe Paul Heyman is going to link up with Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania 42? Since the whole thing with Division, Seth Rollins did not work out with Seth Rollins' his shoulder injury, and the Vision turned on Seth Rollins. Is Paul Heyman trying to look for the next established star to linger off of like he normally does? Because we know Paul Heyman is not like getting with a future talent. He wants to right now the hottest talent, someone that already is established, already has been multiple time world champion. So that's all I have for WrestleMania 42 poster. Has veterans and no future. You guys let me know what you think of this poster for WrestleMania 42 and also the vignette. Check out the content here, Toss the Ring Scandal, aka KDH. Until then, guys, you already know what it is at this point. It's OUT.